Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here once again with another video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. As always, make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and share this video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload, and YouTube can hopefully send my videos out to you so you know when I go live and when my videos go up, so you can come into chat, my live stream, talk to me about wrestling, about sports, whatever the topic is. And nothing to do, so do it now. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, on this late Monday night, August the 17th, 2020, or if you're watching from somewhere else, August the 18th, 2020, it is time for your late night, Monday Night Raw review for August the 17th, 2020. Well, not from the Amway Center. That's Friday night. From the last time for the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Yes, Monday Night Raw's final appearance in the center, because this was taped. You knew that already. Friday night, they'll be at the Amway Center, and through the weekend into Monday Night Raw. Coming up next Monday, they'll be at the Amway Center in Orlando with the Thunderdome. Woo. The whole thing with the lasers and the LED, and I'm going to have virtual fans. Whoop-de-damn-do! I don't give a flying fuck. Sure, you get out of the Performance Center. Whoop-de-damn-do. You got a bigger arena. You're going to have, like, how many freaking things you're going to have, like, on a ring? You're going to have, like, 100, 200,000 freaking LED. Freaking LED TVs or whatever they're going to have. It's going to be different, but I'm not really hyped for this Thunderdome stuff. Reminds me of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. And the whole arena is going to look like a dome. I mean, what the fuck? It's going to look fucking retarded. But we'll see what happens Friday night on SmackDown, which should be pretty damn interesting, with Bray Wyatt and The Fiend going into the Universal title match at SummerSlam with maybe Alexa Bliss. I don't know what's going to happen there. The Fiend gets his revenge. I don't know. And I forgot what else was supposed to happen on SmackDown. It was supposed to oh yeah, the whole thing with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, dude. I think they're gonna have an Intercontinental title match, or they save it for another SmackDown. I don't think it's gonna be this week, but we'll see what happens with AJ and Jeff Hardy, dude, with the Intercontinental title. But we'll talk about that on Friday night, late Friday night, on this channel. But right now, let's talk about Monday Night Raw, and what a fucking clusterfuck this was. Holy shit. This was a really, I mean, every freaking go-home show have to suck. I mean, really. The last few months, I would say months, maybe year or two, every go-home show has fucking sucked. I mean, little to some build for the matches, but the show itself was just fucking horrible. I mean, you had the whole. I'll talk about Retribution in a minute. I mean, they don't going chaotic in the beginning of the fucking show. Then the camera angles are all fucked up. I mean, freaking, MVP this big. And then they show a freaking cameraman rushing to the ring. Oh, we're gonna get a good shot. This fucking company, I swear to God, is so fucked up. Oh, now we're going to TV 14 again. It's just not gonna help. You think going back to TV 14 is gonna help Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and maybe NXT? No. It will not help. The ratings will still fucking suck. Because creative fucking sucks. Creative is not being creative at being creative. The booking team is horrible. The whole production is fucking horrible. I feel bad for some of the wrestlers there. I mean, Randy Orton is not this voice, one of my favorites. You know, Drew McIntyre is okay. You know, I like Drew. I met Drew before. Kevin Owens, who's just getting nothing right now. He's just fucking there. They're not doing nothing with him. It's just fucking horrible for Kevin Owens. You know, and you look at NXT, all you got is your face, which is right now Keith Lee, and he's got a pretty decent feud with Killer Cross. Now the whole thing with a fire last week burning his face. That's pretty good. The hype is there. I like the hype there. The Adam Cole Pat McAfee thing is supposed to have a face-to-face Wednesday night. That's some decent build. I like that. You know, Dakota Kai and Io, decent. Some of the decent build, not much. And then the North American title match. We're gonna get the last two qualifiers this week, which should be pretty interesting. Then we got the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark, taking on Finn Balor. That should be a good match. But NXT should be hopefully pretty good this week. It's not going up against AEW because AEW is going to be on Saturday night, going up against the second hour or the first hour of the NXT TakeOver. And who knows what time it's going to be at because who knows what time the fucking basketball game is going to end. And it's not going to be, it might not be at 6 o'clock. It might be at 6:15, 6:30, 6:45. That whole night, AEW is going to get fucked. I'm sorry. I don't think, I mean, they'll probably do a decent run. But they're going up against fucking basketball. They're going up against TakeOver. I don't know. I think it's going to be a bad weekend for you, and which sucks. And we're getting it. Well, actually, we're not getting it next week. Next week is going to be on a Thursday night because it's preempted again next week because of fucking basketball. Why couldn't they just put it on the USA Network? They're putting hockey on the fucking network, but they're not going to preempt Monday Night Raw. Because most of the games don't happen. What's going to happen with the NHL on the USA Network and it's coming up this month. I don't know what days they're going to be on. I haven't looked, but I mean, the whole thing with like sports and wrestling just fucking just smack it together like two ass cheeks. You know what I mean? When you smacking those cheeks, you know what I'm talking about. Most of you don't know because you're fucking gay. That's all I gotta say about that. Fucking virgins in this fucking community. But I digress. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I mean, AEW is gonna get destroyed on Saturday. TakeOver is gonna probably be a very good show. You know. And with the spoilers coming out for AEW, what happens? You know what happens. I'm not telling you. With the TNT title, that's all I'm going to say with that. They'll probably pull a decent rating. They might beat NXT depending on what NXT does. I mean, NXT's going to pose on Wednesday night, and who knows? I mean, who knows? I don't know. That's all I got to say about that. I talked enough. Anyway, let's get to Monday Night Raw. Horrible show that it was. Another fucking go-home show. Just they're just putting things out there. That let's put something on the paper. Let's put something like this and see what we come up with. There were some good segments here and there. The Rey Mysterio segment with Dominic and with Seth Rollins and Murphy, and Seth getting the shit beat out of him. That was actually pretty good. Raw Underground was I don't like Raw Underground. They should just fucking scrap it. It's horrible. I mean, at least we saw three out of the four horsewomen. Not that version, the MMA version of the four horsewomen, minus Ronda. When I saw that, I was like, "Where's Ronda? Oh wait, she's home doing nothing, sitting on her fat ass, trying to have babies with her fucking big ass fuck boyfriend." And how's that going for you, Ronda? I digress. But let's get into it. Let's move on with a recap of what happened. Randy Orton, Butler's voice, and woo, Nick Boy, Ric Flair. What happened? Randy turned up Rick and hitting him in the nutsack, and then punting him to retirement, just like he did the Edge, just like he did the Christian. Gone. All those legends are gone. So we're gonna see what happens tonight. So we go live to Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion. He's in the ring. He's pissed. Well, wouldn't you be? What is? He tells Randy that he's going to face a Scottish fire-breathing dragon. No, not the Loch Ness Monster. So he continues his promo, and then the production truck, just discombobulating everything. They're playing Seth's beat down on Dominic. I mean, just weird fucking angles of commentary. Different graphics. It just looked fucked up. You knew Retribution was in the building. And then after that, we get a camera guy running up to the production truck, goes inside. We see Retribution inside the production truck, causing a bunch of chaos, breaking freaking tablets and various equipment in the truck. And then one guy has another guy up. He has like a freaking crowbar in his throat. He's like, "Shut it down! Shut it down right now!" So the guy's, "Okay." That's it. Going back and forth between Drew's promo, which we should have heard, and Retribution causing fucking chaos. So it was chaotic. I gave it two. I gave it 2.5. I gave it 2.5. I don't care. 2.5 out of 5 stars. So Retribution once again causing problems. Get this on NXT this Wednesday. Probably gonna get it on Raw on Friday night, and probably at SummerSlam. SummerSlam's probably going to be Retribution's homecoming. Or it could be their disaster. Who knows? So, like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. And we will move on from there. And like I said, chat room was open. Leave comments, questions. Fuck you on. And that's all I gotta say about that. I know it's like 1:49 in morning. I apologize for this being up so late, but I got home late from work. I had to eat. I just had a really rough day. I had an even worse day. My bank fucking up my account, but I'll talk to those fuckers tomorrow. Hopefully, get my money back that they stole once again. But I'll get to that. I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, let's get back to Monday Night Raw. So we go back and forth. We get Retribution just causing a bunch of chaos. So, like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars. We come back from break. We see Drew talking to some of the guys. Cedric Alexander was there. Ricochet was there. Who else was there? Titus Ali, Mustafa Ali was there. And then for some odd reason, Akira Tozawa and his ninjas were there. Okay. I think Ali lets out a war cry. He says, we got to stand together against Retribution and fight this battle. Blah, 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 blah. And then Seth, like this. He comes in to spoil the party. And basically does nothing. Just talking out of his ass, as usual. And then Ricochet and Cedric are like, oh, I heard from a little bird that Mysterio's going to be here. And it just got annoying. It's like, Ray's here. You're going to get your ass kicked. 2 idiots that shouldn't be in the company anymore. Go back to NXT. Both of you. Oh, but something happened to Cedric Alexander, but I'll do that in a minute. I'll get that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. It was just fucking pointless. I like Drew's war cry thing, but I mean, having Cedric and freaking Ricochet act like 2 fucking babies. Shut the fuck! I swear to God, 2 fucking idiots. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, then we go to the ring. We get MVP, Lashley, and Shelton, the Hurt Business, and the music hits. They come out, and no fucking Titantron. Obviously, maybe Retribution's still causing chaos. I don't know. Or the production truck can't get anything working. The lasers and the Titantron goes off. Same thing happened with when Apollo Crews come out, but I'll talk about it in a minute. So the Hurt Business comes out. They get in the ring. MVP's talking to the hard camera. We get a big wide shot because we can't get focusing because the camera's all fucked up. All the camera angles are fucked up. So MVP gets on the mic, challenges Retribution, basically calling them out. As usual, Retribution does not come out. MVP says while the rest of the locker room was roaring and wondering when they'll strike next, the Hurt Business is going to call them out. He says they're tough. He says I'm tough. Learn to always follow the money. Follow the money. But in this case, it's the same thing. Who benefits most from the Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander? All are bands of misfits. Apollo for the United States title. That was a week or so ago. So that brings out Apollo Crews. His fucking Titantron doesn't hit. And then we see the cameraman running to get to the ramp. He shows. I swear to God. I can only imagine what JD was thinking tonight. Probably wanted to kill himself tonight. Holy cow. With the new look United States title. He says it's low that MVP would think he's a member of Retribution. He says he's creating distractions and MVP can't beat Apollo without any help. So they're going back and forth. MVP says that before his title reign, his career has had more starts and stops than a used car. Oh, damn. Apollo doesn't fear him. He fears losing. And it's why I fight so damn hard for the belt. And then MVP says Apollo should be smart and treat this as a business. So then Shelton Benjamin, when I beat Shelton Benjamin, that'll mean Lashley and him will not be at ringside. They will be banned from ringside. So we can go one-on-one. So obviously the MVP agreed to it. So I gave the segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And pretty much it. So we get to the match. Apollo versus Shelton. Match lasted like, I don't know how long. I threw it. We saw R-Truth come out being chased by Akira Tozawa and his ninjas, causing a distraction. And then Apollo goes and counters into a DDT. And then they start beating down on freaking Apollo. And then Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric come down to have a big, humongous brawl. Apollo trips up Shelton, gets a jackknife cover for the 1-2. Blah, 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 blah. Don't care. I did not give two flying fucks about this match. Didn't care. That's all I can say about that. It's just discombobulation at its finest. That's that. All right, after that, we get Armin. And Shelton covers 1, 2, 3, become I believe, 2 or 3-time champion. Whoop-de-damn-do. Didn't care. Then MVP gets on the mic, says he... Then he tells Apollo to find 2 idiots, to face him and his squad in a 6-man elimination tag team match out of 5 stars. I don't think that segment is what it is. So we move on. That chick again, the Bachelor, what her name is, Demi, whatever the last name is, trying to get in her panties, flirting with her, gives her another rose. She's flirting back with him because, she wants the dick. It's obvious. And then Ivar comes in, the cock block Angel Gaza, and he wants to invite her to Raw Underground because they had such a nice conversation last week. And then Angel's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing trying to steal my girl? What's the matter with you?" And then they go back and forth, and then Ivar gets a fucking turkey leg, gives it to the chick. I don't know. I don't know. This show felt so fucking... I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think after Retribution had that thing that just fucked up the production, everything else besides Mysterio stuff, and the ending, and maybe the women's tag team match between Asuka and Shayna Baszler taking on Sasha and Bayley, which was actually pretty decent. Everything else fucking sucked. That's what I think. But I gave that segment 1.5 out of 5 stars. It's fucking horrible. I don't even know why that fucking Bachelor chick is still there. There. She was there last week. She was there the week before. What is her deal? What is this leading to? Like, everybody wants to get some fucking dick? You can't do that in the back on your own time? Angel Garza wants to get with this chick. Ivar wants to get with his chick. If you get Angel Garza trying to get with Charlie Caruso. It's lonely. It must be lonely at the Performance Center. Nobody's getting laid. I don't know. It's fucking insane. But anyway. I will probably see this Bachelor bitch next week too. Oh, so happy you won. And we see her again in a segment with Angelo Dawkins. I'll get to that in a little bit. So we get to match number 2, Ivar versus Angel Garza. This match is boring. I start off with a side headlock from Angel, gets shoved to the ropes, floats over, they lock up, he locks up from behind, rolls through, leaps up and over. Ivar does a funky looking cartwheel, then he hits a kick. Angel catches it and hits a knee to face. Then he grabs him by the beard, pulls him down to the mat. Ivor comes up with a suplex. Ivor hits a big splash, sends Angel in the corner, whips him, clotheslines in the corner, whips him again at a splash in the corner. Ivor goes for a suplex, Garza floats over, and hits a surprise seated senton on from goes over, try to thing, and then Ivor sat on his chest. That wasn't pleasant. As Selena Vega and Andrade were at ringside, cringing. Ivor gets Angel to the top rope outside hard. Ivor looks to hit a suicide dive, but Selena's there to stop it. Ivor then leaves the ring, sends Angel into the apron, and then into the plexiglass. He's beating his ass. Go back in the ring, the feed goes out. Retribution still going at it. And then Angel out of nowhere hits that drop kick that he hit, I believe, a week or two ago. 1, 2, 3. He picks up the win. Match I didn't give 2 shits. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So Angel Garza picks up the win. Whoop-de-damn-do. Match lasted almost 4 minutes. 4 minutes of wasted time. And then Angelo Dawkins is backstage with that chick. It's on the Tron. And says he has a video for Angel. Angel runs to the back. The screen goes black. Then it comes back on. And then we see Samoa Joe saying, "Oh, this is going to be great. I've seen the video. This is going to be great." And Selena Vega and then Andrade come up to him like, what video? What are you talking about? Joe says there's an intensive security review process. And part of that is going over hundreds of hours of security footage. And they wanted to show Joe. So Joe says, "Oh, look at this shit." So Joe says he showed Angelo Dawkins. And he thinks they'd be interested because it shows how far people are willing to go when no one is watching. He was like, oh, shit. Somebody's got a cook jar. See how that plays out. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. So the aftermath, 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after that, we get to backstage. We see Angelo Dawkins and the chick. They're talking, and then Angel Garza, Andrade, and Selena Vega come in. They're like, and Angel Dawkins is like trying to get the chick's number. Isn't Angel Dawkins married? It's flirting. It's just out of control. It is what it is. So Selena Vega, Andrade, and Angel Garza come up. Selena's like, what footage do you have? What are you talking about? What the hell is going on? And then Angel goes, "Yo, fam, play the tape, sucker." So we get the tape, and we see Selena sneaky, might have giving Montez Ford to Mickey, pouring some of that fake cocaine or whatever it was, or sugar into his little cup of Hennessy or whatever he drinks. I think it's water, but it's what it is. So he pours that. Then we come back live. Everybody's shocked. Andre's like, "Oh shit!" And he was like, "What?" And then we see Charlie Caruso looking hot as always. And she's like, "I just heard what was going on, and I wonder if Selena was responsible for poisoning Montez." So this doesn't show anything. And so it's like, "You're up to this. What are you doing with this?" And Charles like, "I have nothing to do with it." And I think that the footage was doctored. Okay. And then Dog's like, hold up, shut the fuck up. Tells Andrade and Angel that Montez is family and it's taken a lot of restraint not to give them what is owed. And he says that because Montez Ford wants the smoke. And then we see Montez Ford coming in, beats the crap out of Andrade, laying him out, bounce, they leave after poison out of him. At SummerSlam for the lose the belts. Just something, I think something. All this chaos is going to happen. I think Bianca Belair get involved. Selena will get involved. Of course, they'll have a nice cat fight. No, probably Bianca will beat up Selena, laying her out. And then while that's going on, the Street Profits hit their finisher, and then something will go wrong. And then Andrade and Angel pick up the pieces, and they win the belts. Who cares? That's all I got to say about that. That's really all I got to say. That's that. All right, that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on from there. All right, then we get to match number 3, Natalya taking on the returning Mickie James. This was fuckery. I didn't really give 2 shits. I mean, we started with the match, and they go back to Luthez press. Natty hits a knee in the middle of the ring. Lana is on Instagram Live showing pictures and cutting video. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Being a fucking dumb bitch, as usual. Fucking in that tank at WrestleMania 31. Oh boy. Rusev been getting that ass. I'm telling you. Because Rusev smashed Lana pussy. Yeah. It's good to be Rusev sometimes. Yeah. He's got a pretty, what he thinks is a hot ass wife. I personally think she's kind of cuckoo. With all this fucking TikTok thing and showing her tits and her ass on a Twitch, getting her husband basically banned from Twitch. I think he's back on Twitch now. I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't watch his shit on Twitch. I watch Cole Bebe. That's the only thing I watch on Twitch besides Impact. That's it. Anyway, so we get a hip toss from Mickie, side headlock, shoulder tackle to Natty. Mickie waits, kicks, knocks the head, calls for the Mick DDT, but Natty sends her into the ropes, and then we get a double clothesline. So both women are down, and then Seth Rollins comes out with Murphy, comes down the commentary, goes straight for Joe, pointing his finger at Joe, wants to know who's feeding him the information that Rey Mysterio is in the building tonight. He wants to know for sure. They go back and forth, blah blah blah. Well, distracting the match, and then they go back to the match. Mickey's heading into the top rope, not the steps. Now he says Mickie flying off the corner to the outside. Mickey's struggling to get back in the ring. Referee Asia Pereira is counting her out. Mickie, is getting to 8. Mickey's struggling to get in. She gets near the apron, and she couldn't get in, and she loses by count out. So Natalya wins by a count out. I don't care. I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars. Don't care. This show is a fucking mess tonight. Fucking horrible fucking mess. Just garbage tonight. Fucking garbage. This company's fucking garbage. Thank God for AEW New Japan. Thank God for that. It's supposed to be the biggest weekend of the summer for WWE. You're going to have TakeOver 30, then you got SummerSlam. Guess which one's going to be better? You know. If you SummerSlam, I'm going to hit you. But I digress. So they get that. Like I said, match I gave 1.5 ratifies us. Afterwards, Seth grabs the mic as Mickey shoves Lana down on her oath that if Ray and Dominic have the audacity to spit in his face and show up tonight, it will be the last mistake either of them make, and neither will make it to SummerSlam. So we'll see what happens with that. So it's going to be an end game to that. We'll see what happens. And we move on. All right, we go to break. Come back. We have the two women power trip, the women's tag team champions, and the Raw and SmackDown women's champion. We got Sasha Banks, the boss, and Bayley. Don't give me a hug. And they try to hopefully make this show get back on the right track. They try their best. Is what it is. So they're pissed as usual. So what on SmackDown now? Asuka has 2 titles, women's title. I think both matches are going to be back to back. I don't think it's going to be like Asuka had the SmackDown title. I mean the Raw title first, and then two or three matches later she'll have the SmackDown match. I think it's going to be back to back. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I think Asuka will win the Raw title, obviously, and it should be so fucked up that it's going to take a lot for her to beat Bayley. But I think the second woman, we all know who did it first, Becky. And it looks like Asuka might be the second person to hold both the Raw and SmackDown women's titles. So we get that. So Bayley says they can't, we've had it so hard to both face Asuka at SummerSlam. They look down, and then like, I wish SummerSlam didn't happen. And then they say, we can't wait for SummerSlam. Ha ha! We finally get a night off. And Sasha's like, Asuka thinks she's so smart winning the Battle Royal on SmackDown, but she's stupid, too stupid. There's no chance in hell that Asuka can beat both of them in one night. But the real question is, who will defeat Asuka first? So like, well, I'm going to beat her. No, I'm going to beat her. I'm the tag team champion. No, I'm the tag team champion. Who will go first? Doesn't matter, really. Bayley says she'd do anything for Sasha, so she'll wrestle Asuka first at SummerSlam. So I guess Asuka will beat Bayley. She'll get the SmackDown Women's title, then face Sasha right after that, beat Sasha, and win the Raw Tag Team titles. So we'll get that. And then Bayley and Sasha wonder who's going to be losing to them at Payback. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. It's not going to be Asuka and Kairi. They're not going to do 3 matches for Asuka. Not going to be Asuka. I'll be shocked if Asuka and maybe Shayna Baszler team up to face them at Payback and get the belts. Then Asuka be Asuka 3 belts. The first time ever some woman has held 3 belts. So I could be wrong. I think Thunder Rosa's done that. I mean, she's held so many fucking titles in her career. I don't know if at the same time, but this could be a first for WWE. First ever woman to hold 3 championships at the same time. That could happen. But then again, it might be the Iconics. We don't want to see them. I doubt it's going to be the Riot Squad, Ruby and Liv. Probably not going to happen. Not gonna be Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, even though they sort of, I don't know what's going on with them. Not gonna be them. So unless it's somebody from maybe NXT, I don't care, because whoever it is gonna beat Sasha and Bayley and win the Raw, the women's tag team titles, because the two damn it. Too much beer. Too much. Can't talk. The 2-woman power trip whole thing is going to end. They're going to lose all the belts. They're going to be feeling sorry for each other. And then they're going to argue with each other. Like, you cost me this. You cost me that. Though it's not leading to Sasha versus Bayley anytime soon. Which fucking sucks. Well, she's not going to do Sasha Bayley Hell in a Cell. Nope. I mean, why would they have that match in Hell in a Cell? At Hell in a Cell, that'd be okay, but in Hell in a Cell, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So that's that. So Bayley and Sasha wonder who they're gonna be losing to come Payback, which is the week after SummerSlam, which is on August the 30th. So we get back-to-back pay-per-views from the WWE with no fucking hype. So next week's Raw is a go-home show before Payback. Another go-home show that'll probably suck. Same thing for SmackDown next week. The same. So anyway, they wonder who they're gonna face at Payback, and then Shayna Baszler comes out to shut them up. Says she's only got one thing to say: no matter who wins at Slam, whoever has a Raw, I got next, bitch. Whoever does win, probably gonna lose the belt to Shayna Baszler. Oh well. Good luck, Sasha. Good luck, Sasha. Good luck, Asuka. Speaking of Asuka, Asuka comes out because nobody is ready for Asuka. Set my dick. But you knew that already. And I'm not saying that because I like Asuka. She's great. She's great. She's good looking. She's like 40-something years old. It's like my age. Now, I love Kyrie. Kyrie's young, I think. I think she's like 20, in the 20s, maybe early 30s. I like Kyrie. She's good looking. Io, good looking. She's in her 20s, early 30s, I think. They're good looking. I'm not, obsessed with them. I don't have the pictures on my wall. I know I joke around and say, Asuka sits on my dick, Kyrie and Io, sit on my dick, and Sasha Banks and Melissa Santos and freaking Charlie Caruso could sit on my dick. I joke around. It's not like I'm gonna do anything. Not like it's gonna ever happen. I mean, imagine if it did. I don't think I'll be talking right now. But I digress. But I just joke around. I'm joking around. I'm not like that stupid idiot 23-year-old guy from South Carolina who tried to abduct Sonya Deville. Fucking idiot. Hope he's in a jail cell getting his face kicked in. But I digress. No, by the way, watch that video on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. Link to the channel is down below. And before I go on, thank you to everybody for watching my Metal God 669 video about the passing of Xavier from Ring of Honor, the second Ring of Honor World Champion who passed away last night at the age of 43. Thank you for everybody for watching that. Video is almost up since just about a day old. Almost 500 hits. That's fucking awesome. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Let's keep going. Share with your friends on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, wherever. Share that video. I mean, it's a freaking good video. But make it go up. That's gonna make it go up to 1,000 in like maybe 2-3 days. 2-3 days, I say. Get it up to 1,000. And then maybe in a week, we'll get to maybe 2,000, or at least maybe 1,500. I would be fine with that. But if we don't get to 1,000, it's fine. As long as I did my job. There's a lot of people watched that video. It was amazing. I love it. Thank you very much for that. So get that. All right, so Asuka comes out looking hot as always. Starts coming out. She says, "Oh no, Empress is here!" trying to do a Cena impersonation. She did better though. She talks about SummerSlam, saying she's gonna win the belts. Blah blah blah. Then she gets up to Shayna's face and tells Shayna that you have to fight me, but we have to fight together. Because you fight with me. So they look at each other, then they rush in the ring. Bayley and Sasha roll out of the ring. So that was nice. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then we get to the match. Match wasn't bad. Not bad. I actually thought it was pretty decent. That was not bad. It is what it is. So we start off with Bayley cornering Asuka, tags in Sasha. She stomps away at Asuka. Asuka kicks out of the corner. Sasha tags in Bailey. She hits a right hand to Asuka. Underhook from behind to Asuka. She tags in Sasha. They go back and forth. Textbook one-on-one. Tag team wrestling one-on-one. Comes in to catch a kick, then hits one of her own. Sasha shows Shayna Baszler off the apron. Oh, that's going to piss off Shayna. She turns Asuka with a bunch of knees to face. Look at that. And then we see Nia Jax, who I thought was suspended indefinitely, but you know nobody's suspended indefinitely in WWE. So Nia's in the crowd. She starts punching some plexiglass into Shayna. I don't know what that was about. Then she hops over the barricade, starts fighting with Shayna Baszler, but then the referees have to come out and stop this. Shayna dives between them and attacks, and then Nia shows her into it. So I think before Shayna gets a chance at the Royal Rumble, has to do this stupid feud with Nia Jax. Blah, 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 blah. So we get that. So while this is going on, Bayley and Banks are on the apron. Asuka hits the sexy hip attack to both of them as we go to break. Come back, Asuka's still kicking some ass, kicking Bayley's ass. They hit a double suplex for a near fall. Then Sasha's kicked sunset flip into the knees from Sasha, cover for a near fall. She tags in Bayley, comes in and hits a kick, then pins for a near fall. Locked a cravat from behind. And they're really going to work on Asuka. They send Asuka back first into the turnbuckle for a near fall. Bayley comes in, slams Asuka down with long on Sasha. They cover for a near fall. Bayley goes to the top rope. She does. It's blood. Bayley eats some elbow. Asuka tries for the Asuka lock. Bayley gets out of it. Spinning back fist, a backstabber. Then Sasha comes in, locks in a bank statement for a near fall, and it gets counted for a near fall. Then Asuka gets the hot tag to Shayna, beating the crap out of Bayley and Sasha. Shayna locks the cure for the clutch on Bayley. Sasha comes in and hits a backstabber. Bayley hits the Bayley to the belly for the near fall. Sasha comes back in, looks for the attack, but Shayna sends him to the outside. Then she hits a gut wrench slam to Bayley. Then a big knee to Bayley. Knocks in a cure for the clutch. Sasha comes in. She kicks. Interrupts the submission. She breaks it up. Asuka's in. Sasha goes to the apron. And Asuka hits a big knee. Sasha tumbles to the outside. Asuka then follows her out. And then she locks in the Asuka lock on the outside. Well, in the ring, Bayley looks for her page that 1%er move she hits, taps out like a drunk woman, and that's pretty much it. So not a bad match per se. Actually, the match of the night if you think about it. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's nobody interrupting, no retribution. No crazy camera angles, just a fucking good match. Oh, about a 12-minute match. Not bad. And like I said, it was match of the night. The only thing not the only thing, but an actual something good on Raw now. Mind all the crap that happened in the first hour. So we get something good. And if they're going to build on it, we'll see. And that's all I can say about that. All right, there we go. Backstage with Apollo Crews. He chooses Ricochet and Mustafa Ali to tag with him. Cedric's like, well, what about me? He's kind of pissed. Well, I don't know why. Because he's the 24/7. Well, actually, but yeah, he's the 24/7 champion. Apollo says it doesn't mean anything by it. Cedric accepts. They leave. Camera stays focused. And in comes Randy Orton and his monotonous voice. Ponder over the current conditions. Well, the ponder on some things. I don't know what he's pondering about. Pondering on pondering. And that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After that, we got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, the man who fucked the goat. So the Heartbreak Kid is in the building. He talks with Drew, tells him that Flair meant a lot to everyone, including himself, and Orton is going to use that against him. He needs Drew to refocus on, get refocused on kicking Orton's head off come SummerSlam. Then he tells Drew that he's worked too hard and traveled too rough a road to give up now. Drew tells Shawn that he's a huge part of how he made it in the business. When he came back to NXT, he worked with Shawn, and Shawn told Drew that he wouldn't be defined by his past. And now here he is as a champion, but on his watch, Orton has run roughshod over the last couple of weeks, and he can't help but feel that Drew's let HBK down. So HBK says, "No, you haven't let me down. He's a Scottish stud. There is nothing stopping him. There will be hills and hills and mountains to climb, and the adversity was tailor-made for him, and he hasn't let anyone down." He says the Drew HBK knows is the one that beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. He set the title free, and he tells Islam, "Don't let anyone take that from you. You deserve and you have earned where you're at. Go to SummerSlam and show everyone who you are, and do me a favor. Promise me that you will give me my space when I go out there to face Randy Orton later on in the ending segment." So Drew's like, "Okay, that's fine." So Shawn leaves, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with Shawn Michaels later on to go face to face with Randy Orton, and it's not this voice. So we get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, we stay backstage with the Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. They go up to Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, the Riot Squad. Start making fun of them. Calls Liv trash. And "Don't you talk like that. I told you not to say that to her." And she says, "I'll drop you both where you stand right now." And then we find out that Ruby Riott's going to take on Peyton Royce next. Whoop-de-damn-do. Don't care. So after that, I thought we were going to go to commercial, but we pan over. We see Shayna talking to her. Who knows what that's going to lead to? I think you know. But maybe they're just there to say hi. It's like, "Oh, we're here. Oh, Ronda couldn't make it." That's that. And that's it. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that little segment 2 out of 5 stars. All right. Then we go to break. We come back. We get a video package of Retribution's actions as of late, and the damage that they caused the last week or so, last couple weeks. Look at that. Then we go to match number 5, Ruby Riott and Peyton Royce. We have Liv Morgan and Billie Kay. That's what it was. It's also with Ruby ducking under a swinging kick, hits an STO out of Peyton with some right hands. She pulls the leg, but Peyton kicks her away, sits on the apron. Ruby hits the ropes and flies with a clothesline to the back of Peyton's neck. Then she whips Peyton into the apron, then into the barricade, rolls her in the ring. Goes for a pin, gets broken up. She sends Peyton into the barricade again. But Peyton reverses and Riott hits the barricade. They go back in. Peyton locks up from behind. Ruby switches, bounces off the ropes. Peyton with a knee to face for a near fall. Then she chokes Ruby up in the corner and hits a few clotheslines. Ruby comes back, hits a clothesline, hits an elbow to face in the corner. Hits ropes and runs with a big kick to the face. Then Ruby's on the apron. She dives off with a crossbody to Peyton. She sends her with a whip. Billie is there to talk some shit. Liv Morgan gets in her face. Ruby decides to do the same, so they both get in everybody's faces. Royce then sends Ruby into Liv and sends her into the ring. Hits the deja vu, that swinging, I don't know what it is, like a suplex, like into a neck breaker. She calls it the deja vu. 1, 2, 3. Peyton Royce picks up the win, and once again the Iconics get the better of the Riot Squad in this horrible feud between them. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And that's it. It's just a stupid feud. I don't like it. But we'll see what happens from there. All right, then we go backstage. We're gonna get Raw Underground. We see Shane McMahon comes up to the big dude. I don't know who that guy is. I think it's that dude they signed, that 7-foot guy that we saw, I think, on the first Raw Underground. Or that we saw him as a ninja. I think it's the same guy. So Shane walks up to him and says, it's 10 o'clock, time for Raw Underground. And bumps fists with the dude. And there's a smoke-filled room. So we get that. We come back from break. We see Eric beating up Dolph Ziggler. And Eric's beating up a skinnier version of Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler is watching along with Shane. Eric wins, and Ziggler rates Eric a 4 out of 10. It gives a nice Bret Hart 4 out of 10. That's fine. That's funny. Ivar's in the ring with Eric. Calls Ziggler out. Eric wants him. Ziggler's like, okay, you want to fight? Let's go. So we get to this match, and it was all right. Ziggler shoots. Eric drops Ziggler with a single leg. Eric holds on. Ziggler holds the leg holds the leg. Eric punches Ziggler in the face. Ziggler reverses, gets a front face headlock. Eric lifts the leg and slams him down. Then front face locks Ziggy. Ziggy turns it into the hold, escapes. Eric with a knee, another one, then a right hand. Shoots a single leg, lifts, and Ziggler lands on his feet. Then hops on the back of Eric with a 1922 sleeper. We get a roll through from Eric. Ziggler still has it locked on. And Ziggler drills his thumb in the eye of Eric. He locks on the legs, and he pins Eric. Well, I guess he pinned him, or I don't know what he did. But so Ziggy wins, whoop-de-doo, and that's that. In comes Ivar, and he hits the bounce on Ziggy, sending him into the crowd. The crowd. And that was basically it. I didn't give 2 shits. I gave that little segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. This Raw Underground experiment is just really blowing up in WWE's face. Nobody's watching it. It's not that entertaining. Not really that great. I don't give 2 shits. And that's that. And we move on. All right, then we get to another segment on Dominic holding his ribs, selling how he felt since Extreme Rules. He says, "Pain, mucho dolor." See, I know Spanish. I'm with a Spanish chick, so I learned Spanish quick. I know what I'm talking about. Que rico. So she, I make Rose say, "Ay, papi." I make all you Latin chicks say "ay papi." I make Charlie Caruso say "ay papi." But I digress. Hi, Charlie. I just saying hi. Anyway, she doesn't watch my videos. Just hi. Says pain at first because of his eye, but an even worse pain because of what Seth did to Dominic, having to witness his own child in agony, being unable to do anything about it, as Seth and Murphy crucified him, Raven style, on the ropes. He says he may not be fully recovered, and there's a big possibility that he may never fully recover. But there's no doctor that will stop him from protecting his son. Tells Seth to listen very well. Tells Seth that he says that Seth will not repeat what he did to Dominic because of SummerSlam, where he will be in his son's corner to watch his son kick Seth's ass in a street fight. So get that. They hug, blah, blah, blah. And then Dominic tells us that thank you. He appreciates it, but he knew what he was in for when he signed his WWE contract. He loves his dad, and he knows what he must do to defend the family, and he says he'll be ready. So Ray tells Dominic how proud he is of him, and he admires his fight and determination, and will defend the family of Mysterio. Carrero. I mean, sorry. You know the whole thing with Dominic when he was a little bitty boy, and Ray and Eddie, and the whole thing. I'm your papi. I'm your papi, Dominic. I am your father. That was probably one of the greatest segments of all. No, not the greatest. I'm sorry. A great segment back in Ruthless Aggression era. That feud between Eddie and Ray. Great. Match itself, the match at I forgot what it was. The whole thing for custody of Dominic, which Ray won, of course. And then Eddie comes out the next week and says, "This is not over." That was great. But I digress. So anyway, Ray says if Seth goes anywhere near them tonight, he'll be the one that won't make it to SummerSlam. So then we see Seth Rollins and Murphy on the Titantron. Seth can't believe it. He says Ray's a lot of things, but he didn't take him for an idiot. And yet here he stands in the ring, 6 days out for the most important moment of his son's life, and he's putting him in danger for Ray's own personal glory. Calls Ray selfish. What kind of father are you? He doesn't understand why Ray continues to put him and his son in these situations. He says everyone has a role, and Ray resisted. It could have all been prevented, but Ray didn't listen. He hasn't learned. And the tragic thing about all this is that it's not just going to be Ray or his son. It will be the Mysterio name and legacy that will end up being sacrificed, you know what, for that greater good. So get that. Ray tells Seth that he's got such big words and he should come out now and back them up. Seth says Ray's got one eye and Dom can't even stand up straight. Tells Ray to remember that you asked for this. Now don't move an inch. Then they leave the Titantron. It goes black. And Seth Rollins' music hits. He goes out with Murphy. Ray and Dominic wait for them in the ring. Seth Rollins loosens his tie. Murphy's standing by his side. Doing this again. Then Ray and Dom hop out of the ring. Seth and Murphy meet them. They stand in the ring, try to goad Ray and Dominic into the ring. So Ray's trying to get in the ring, try to get in, but he can't get in. No way. Dominic goes to the timekeeper's area, grabs some kendo sticks, and sits in the ring with his arms outstretched like this. Then Dominic just beats the shit out of Seth Rollins and Murphy, and along with Ray, beat the crap out of them. And then they send Murphy to the outside, and then Seth's in the ring. He's all alone, and then Ray and Dominic surround him. Then they just beat the crap out of Seth Rollins with kendo stick shots. Then they try to crucify him like Seth did to Dominic last week. They try to do the same thing, and Murphy comes in, and Seth gets out of the ropes, and he and both of them head to the back. That was a pretty good segment. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam with Seth and Dominic. I think Dominic might win, but then again, who knows what's going to happen. So I think Dominic will win, but something weird will happen. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, go backstage. Cedric is chilling. He's a little frustrated with what happened, not getting picked for Apollo's team. MVP comes in saying he knows how he feels. Only it wasn't his friends that held MVP back. Cedric says Apollo was looking out for his best interests. MVP says maybe Apollo did do that, or Apollo saw Cedric and the Phil Nelson and saw Cedric as the weakest link of the group. Must be difficult teaming with a guy that calls himself the one and only. Yeah, Ricochet sucks. MVP says he offered Cedric an agency a while ago, and that offer still stands. Tells him to think it over while he enjoys that fine cuisine over at catering. And it's pretty dang good. That good stuff. Titus cooks a mean good steak. I don't know what is in catering. I really don't care. So that was a pretty interesting segment. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Maybe Cedric turns on Apollo and Ricochet and Anna Lee, joins the Hurt Business. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really. Cedric hasn't been a heel in a while, so we'll see. Maybe Cedric turns heel at SummerSlam, but we'll see. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we move on. All right, there we go. We go to break. We come back with more Raw Underground. We see Riddick Moss takes on some guy in jeans. Dude kicks him from below. Moss locks up, hits a few right hands over and over, then gets scooped up and slammed down. And the guy locks him from behind. Then he locks him in a 1922 sleeper, but Moss slams him down hard. starts clubbing on his back, stumps the face over and over and over again, hits a knee bar, knocks in a leg lock. The guy locks in a leg lock. Moss rolls to the outside. So some people shove them. Some people on the outside start shoving them. So then we see Riddick Moss on Arturo. What is his last name? I can't think of his name. Arturo fight some guys in the crowd. So Shane's like, "That's it. It's over, and we didn't get a winner." And he's like, "Who's next?" Okay. So that went basically nowhere. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that was that. And we move on from there. All right, then we get the match number 6, six-man elimination tag. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and an MVP taking on Apollo Crews, Mustafa Ali, and Ricochet. Nothing great. Starts with Shelton and Ali's a start. Shelton gets Ali in the corner. He kicks him, then whips him. Ali hops up and over. Shelton with an arm drag, then another one into the arm lock from behind. Shelton turns into the hold. Ali tags Ricochet, who drops an elbow to Shelton's arm. So they work on Shelton for a while. Ricochet hits an insecurity for a near fall. Tags on Ali into a waist lock, high elbow, and a tag to Lashley, who takes Ali down, then sends them off the apron. Then he hits the Dominator on Mustafa Ali. 1, 2, 3. Mustafa Ali's like, "Thank you for coming. Get out of here. Or get out of here." So look at that. Ricochet rushes in, gets choke slammed to hell. Shelton comes in, his pay dirt to Ricochet. 1, 2, 3. Ricochet's gone, so now Apollo has to fight the whole Hurt Business by him damn self. So Apollo and Shelton lock up. They go back and forth. Shelton misses a splash. Apollo hits a power bomb for a near fall. MVP hops over the ropes to stare down Apollo. And then on the outside, Cedric rolls up Shelton Benjamin. 1, 2, 3 to become the new 24/7 champion. We damn do. And we go to break, come back. MVP's beating Apollo down in the corner. And just whipping his ass. They beat him up on the outside. They bring him back in, cover for a near fall. Then MVP hits a big pump kick to the face of Apollo for a near fall. Sends him into the ropes, gets reversed. MVP misses a kick. Cruz lifts, turns, and hits a powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. MVP is then eliminated. Lashley runs into the ring, attacks, and pulls back on the arm, stretching the pec muscle. Lashley kicks on the chest. Apollo rolls out of the way. Lashley then whips him, then eats a tackle as Apollo flies out of the air. Then he hits an enziguri. Then another kick to Lashley. Then a third one. Hits the standing moonsault for a near fall. They locks off from behind. They switch. Lashley wants to fall now, so Apollo sends an elbow into the back. They go on the ropes. And then Lashley hits a spear. 1, 2, 3. Pick up the win to eliminate Apollo. So that was that. So the match was all right. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. So this happens with MVP and Apollo at SummerSlam for the United States title. And I think Apollo will we go backstage with Shayna and Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke talking to Shane McMahon. Let's see what that's going to come to. Then we go to break, come back. Cedric Alexander is defending the title he just won against Akira Tozawa. Basically a nothing match. Beats him with the lumbar check. 1, 2, 3 becomes I believe a 4 or 5-time champion. And this fucking belt is just fucking stupid. So I gave that 1.5 out of 5 stars. Didn't care. Didn't care for that. And that's that. Then we go. Then we head back to Raw Underground. We see, I believe it was Shafir beating down some redhead that doesn't look like Lita. And Marina wins this match with a submission. I don't know what it was. What was that? And after that, she starts celebrating. Then Nia Jax comes out of nowhere and attacks her. Shayna runs in the ring, looks to lock up. Then the bell rings. Nia runs for the hills. So Nia leaves, and then she's like, "We only got one rule here. You have to fight." But Nia's like, "I don't give a fuck." And then she leaves. And that was that. I didn't care for that segment, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So like I said, it's going to lead to Shayna and Nia maybe at SummerSlam on a kickoff show, or maybe next week on Raw. I don't know. Or probably a Payback. I think it's going to happen at Payback. So, and Shayna's going to beat the crap out of Nia and hopefully injure her and get her out of the fucking Federation. Fuck Nia Jax for what she did to Kylie. Fuck you, Nia Jax. That's all I got to say about that. So, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars for that. All right, match number 7, Montez Ford taking on Andrade. Nothing to write home about. I'm gonna paraphrase on that. Getting to the end, Ford hits a standing moonsault for a near fall, hits a hurricanrana to Andrade. Ford then goes, shakes the ropes like the Ultimate Warrior. And then we see Zelina Vega on the apron. Andrade gets up with a right hand to Ford. And then Zelina sees Bianca Belair. She turns, tries for a crossbody off the apron. Bianca catches her and then hits the world's strongest slam on the ground, laying her out as Angel Garza just looks in. While in the ring, Ford is in the ring with a 1922 roll-up, or fruit roll-up. On Andrade, 1, 2, 3, Montez Ford picks up the win in a match that lasted 3 minutes. Filler match. So, they get the win, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They celebrate up the ramp. Well, Angel Garza and Andrade look over Zelina Vega, who's hurt on the ground, and Bianca Belair's with them as well, with her husband and everything. Blah, 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 blah. Didn't give 2 shits. 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Now we move on. All right, then we get to the final segment of the night. We got the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels comes out. He's in the ring. Reminds us of last week where Flair admitted that after 31 days in the ICU, he woke up and all he wanted was to tell people that he loved them and to make sure everyone he loved know how he felt. So he said last week he watched with tears on his face. It reminded us of the 31 days he sat on his deathbed. And Rick sat on his deathbed, and all he wanted to do was tell the people that mean the most to him how much he loved them. Yeah, understand that Flair loved performing in the ring, and if it wasn't for Rick, he could assure us that there would be no HBK, no Triple H, no Batista, no Edge, no Christian, no Big Show, and certainly no Drew McIntyre. That's basically true. There would be no evolution. Well, there would be no evolution. There would be no Edge and Christian, Big Show, Drew McIntyre. There will also not be a Randy Orton. And he says he, unlike the rest of the list, doesn't have the same gratitude and appreciation for Ric Flair. He had the greatest wrestler ever mentoring him daily. He says Orton felt like he's owed and deserved Flair. And he doesn't know how, but it will happen at SummerSlam. Orton will meet his justice at the end of Sweet Chin Music or from a Claymore. But at SummerSlam, you will see it coming. HBK turns around. Gilmore Cutter! Bang! Gilmore Cutter to Shawn. I'm not calling it the RKO because he stole my move. Fucking Randy Orton stole my move. You know, he stole it from DDP, who stole it from Ace, whatever his last name is. Not Ace Austin, who stole that move too. They all stole it from me. I am the modifier. I am the original guy. Not the original guy that did it, but I perfected it. I didn't invent the middle finger, but I have perfected it. So, hits the Gilmore Cutter, then right after that, punt kicks Michaels to out of the Performance Center. So, lays out Shawn. Shawn's like convulsing in the ring. And then Drew McIntyre comes out pretty late, chases Orton out, checks on HBK. Orton's back, tries for the Gilmore Cutter. Drew sends him to the outside, sends Orton to the barricade, then in the plexiglass, sends Orton over the announce table. Then Drew's staring a hole into Randy Orton, slides in the ring, goes back to check on HBK. Orton then slides into the ring. Gilmore Cutter! Bang! On Drew. That ends the show. As Drew's like, son of a bitch. As Randy's like, gotcha. So that was great. So I gave that segment 3.5 out of 5 stars. A great segment. Sucks that HBK got punted, so another legend check off the list. And that's that. So HBK's gone, Edge and Christian are gone, Big Show is gone, and Flair is gone. Legends all gone by the legend killer, Peter Gilmore. I mean, Randy Orton. Sorry. Give myself some credit. Because I taught Randy that move. Don't deny it, Randy. I'm going to tell you that on Twitter. You stole my move. But you think Randy Orton cares? He doesn't care. He's like, what the hell's a Gilmore cutter? I'll tell him. It's like, it's your move, dumbass. It is what it is. So, Orton, he punk kicks Shawn to hell, back into retirement. And you only know one man is left, and that's Triple H. The only legend left. So, you know Triple H is going to do something maybe at SummerSlam to get retribution. Something's going to happen at SummerSlam. Triple H comes out, kicks Orton in the gut, hits the pedigree, and Drew rolls over, and Drew retains the title. I don't know if that's going to happen. I hope it doesn't. I think Randy Orton's going to win the belt for the 14th time. And then maybe you could do something with Triple H having another last match with Orton, maybe at Payback or maybe at Hell in a Cell. Or they might, I don't know. Maybe Drew wins by some controversy. Then they have a rematch at Payback. Orton wins the belt at Payback. And then goes on a nice long run with the belt until Edge comes back, probably at the Royal Rumble, wins the Royal Rumble, then faces Orton at WrestleMania 36, wherever that may be, either in Los Angeles or in Tampa. Probably be Tampa. Actually, it probably won't be. Probably won't be in either place. Probably not going to happen in California the way that California's getting that fucking virus going. Probably won't happen in Florida as Florida's getting the same shit. So who knows where WrestleMania 37 might be? It might be at the Amway Center. With or without fans. That's what I think WrestleMania 37 is going to be. Excuse me. In Orlando at the Amway Center. But not going to get like 80,000 people there. Probably even hardly get 200 people there. Depending how this virus goes through the rest of this fucking year into early next year. Not going to be great. There's these freaking people in America and around the world don't listen. They don't wear a fucking mask. They don't social distance. They think the fucking virus, they can beat the virus, and then they find out when they get the virus, they're fucked. Good job there, idiots. When you're in a hospital bed on a ventilator, fighting for your life. Oh, COVID can't get me. I'm above COVID. COVID, I could beat COVID. Then you're in a hospital fighting for your life, trying to breathe. And then next thing you know, you're probably dead. Then you wonder while you're in heaven or whether I should have listened. Idiots. Fucking idiots. That's why we have so many cases going around, and around the country. New York hasn't had any, except for in Brooklyn, where I used to live, not in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, which I didn't live there. I lived somewhere else, some other neighborhood, much safer. Well, not really that safe, but where I used to live was pretty safe. Where I live now is safe enough. It is what it is. But Sunset Park had raves. The sheriff's office broke up, and that's why Sunset Park had so many is getting a spike in COVID cases, and freaking De Blasio wants to stop all that shit. Good luck with that, dude. So seeing a little bit of a spike in Brooklyn, but most of New York City is I think the positivity rate is 0.9, just under 1%. And I heard, I think what opened today? Gyms open today. I believe it was today. So gyms open today. So now you can go get your workout, but you got to practice social distancing. Stay 6 feet apart. You know, the gyms are all disinfected and all that shit. We'll see what happens with that. Like some gyms open, some gyms might open next week. I don't know. I didn't really hear the news about that. I wasn't following the press conferences and all that shit. But it is what it is. So New York's starting to slowly come back here and there every couple of weeks. And eventually, you know, if it keeps going, that the infection rate, the positivity rate goes down. Hopefully goes down to like 0.5. But who knows what that's going to happen. I would think that by the fall and the winter, it's going to go back up to like 3%. Because you know the flu's coming. So we're going to get a double whammy in the fall and the winter with this fucking virus and the flu. Telling you, get your flu shot early. But most of you fucking idiots won't listen to me. And then when you're home in bed with the flu, you almost, you know, you could have it really bad, and you probably fucking have to go to the hospital, and the hospital's like, I don't know if it's a flu, I don't know if it's COVID, I don't know what it is. God forbid you fucking die from it. So this fall and the winter is gonna be fucking hard. Fucking really, 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 really bad. So enjoy the next 4 months, my friend. 4 to 8 months. Enjoy it. Because by the time the spring comes in late March, this thing will probably be blown up again. Then again, you know, I'm hoping it fucking ends, but it's not going to end. Probably be a square one all over again. Because this virus is going to last probably forever. Unless they get a vaccine done by next year, we don't know if that's going to even happen. And if it's going to work. Supposedly they're doing the vaccines, and they did like test results. Some people like who had the virus, you know, some people they got better, some people they didn't. They got more sick. And then Russia said they had a vaccine. Bullshit. China says they have one. Bullshit. Because they want to be one up on America all the time. It is what it is. That's that. You know, and the only country that did something good with the coronavirus was New Zealand. Of all countries, New Zealand. But now they're starting to get a little more cases coming back. So, or they're starting to get cases. So, you can try to beat it, but you can't get away from it. It is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. That's that. All right, so that ends my review. Thank you for watching. We had Orton punt kick HBK the hell, and then Drew comes out, and then they tussle for a little bit, and then Randy gets the last laugh. Gilmore Cutter on Drew, leaving him hurt in the ring. Randy's smiling wickedly, and that. So got that. It's nice. So we'll see what happens at SummerSlam between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton as Mother's Voice. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to decide who might win. I'm gonna go with Orton to win the belt at SummerSlam, to have a rematch of Payback. Orton will probably win there, or Orton will lose via controversy. Like Drew will somehow win the match, maybe by DQ or by some chicanery. Drew will retain. Then on Monday Night Raw, Orton will get pissed, say, I want my rematch. Drew's like, you want your rematch? You got it. I'm going to have a rematch of Payback. And Orton will win the belt at Payback, hold the belt for the rest of the year, early next year, and then he'll lose it to Edge at WrestleMania, because Edge is going to come back at Royal Rumble for a second time. Actually, it's a third time, because he came back like in 2009, I believe it was. 2009, 2010. Then he came back last Royal Rumble to the shock of everybody. And he's going to do the same thing at Royal Rumble 2021. He's probably going to be number 30. I think he's going to be number 30. Because he was number 20. What was he last year? 27, I think? Somewhere around there. 20, I think 26, 27. I think he's coming back at number 30. Now, everybody like the clock will go down. Everybody's like, who's number 30? Who's number 30? Please don't let it be Roman Reigns or somebody else, And then like we hear the and then we hear, you think you know me? And then everybody goes, shit! That's right! It's Edge! It's Edge! No, there's no freaking people in the crowd. Or there might be some people in the crowd that go completely berserk. Edge comes out, runs to the ring, beats the crap out of everybody, and it's down to whoever, I don't know who, and Edge spears him and throws him out of the ring. Edge wins the freaking Royal Rumble. Then maybe we see Randy Orton come out like, fuck! Or maybe they'll do something on the next night on Monday Night Raw, where Edge comes out and says, Randy, we're not done yet. We will end this at WrestleMania. And then Edge wins the belt at WrestleMania, then probably loses it, because he's not going to be a long-term champ. I doubt it. And when Edge wins the belt, let's say Edge wins the belt at WrestleMania, is he going to hold on to it that long? Probably not. I'd say maybe a month or two. I don't know who he's going to lose it back to. Maybe Randy. Maybe Randy will get it for the 15th time. And then Orton holds the belt, and I don't know, and maybe it loses back to Drew. Maybe it goes on like a big hot potato. Who knows? That's how I see it being played out. Orton will win, either if not at SummerSlam, at Payback. Hold the belt till WrestleMania. Lose to Edge. Edge will win the Royal Rumble, and then beat Randy to finish the feud at WrestleMania. And Edge will hold the belt for maybe a month or two, maybe 3 at most. And then we'll see who his challenger might be. It might be Randy getting a rematch. So to have like a 4th match, because I already had 2. First one was good, lasted too long. Second one wasn't even that good, because Edge hurt himself. He tore his tricep off the bone, which was fucking sick. And Orton won that one. So now it's not at 1-1. Now we're going to have a 3rd match at WrestleMania 37. And a possible 4th match probably at the pay-per-view after that. It should probably be Extreme Rules 2021. Or maybe something else. I don't know. That's it. So we'll see what happens at SummerSlam for the Raw side. Asuka taking on Sasha and Bayley for both belts. I think she'll win both belts. We got the Street Profits against Andrade and Angel Garza. I think Angel Garza and Andrade will win the belts. What else we have? We have Drew versus Randy. Like I said, I think Drew might win at SummerSlam by chicanery, and then Randy wins the belt at Payback. I think that's pretty much it on the Raw. Apollo Crews will be MVP for the United States title. He'll retain. And I think that's pretty much it on the Raw side. And we'll see what SmackDown has to bring this Friday night. Like I said, got AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. I don't know if they're going to have a match for the IC title. And then you got Braun Strowman, the monster, taking on the Fiend Bray Wyatt. We'll see what happens with that, and the whole thing with Alexa Bliss. The Universal title match. I think Bray will win thanks to Alexa Bliss. She'll turn on Braun, cost him the match again. Braun will lose the title, and then they'll start chasing Bray. Probably have a rematch at Payback. So this will be their third match coming up. Then they'll have a fourth match at Payback, a rematch. Braun will win that one because they're not going to make Braun lose the belt, have the belt, and then hold it for like 6 days. Come on, that'll be really a burial of Bray Wyatt. But I think the Fiend will win because I think there'll be there's rumors of another Fiend who will be Bo Dallas as the real Fiend. They're gonna have another Fiend. Braun's gonna like, what the fuck? That one will, then it will distract him. Then Bray Wyatt will hit Sister Abigail 1, 2, 3, and he'll win the belt. And then Bray will go back to his regular self. And then you have Bo Dallas dress up as the Fiend. And then you have Alexa Bliss in the new Wyatt family. It's gonna be weird, but that's what I think is gonna happen. Bray and Alexa are gonna have this love story, a little incest angle. I don't know how JoJo's gonna feel about that, but it is what it is. And Ryan Cabrera, Alexa Bliss is going out with Ryan Cabrera. Whoop, the damn dude. Ryan Cabrera fucking sucks. That's all I gotta say about that. Baby slapping JoJo's ass. That's why I think he has 2 kids with her. Or 1 kid. 1 or 2 kids. He be slapping that ass. Is what it is. Lucky man he is. But that's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, that's it for my video. Thank you all for watching. Raw, it wasn't really that great. So I gave it right down the middle, daddy. Like Bill Alfonso says. I had it at 5.5. I'm going to scale back to right down the middle. 5 out of 10. People are giving it 2s. Some people are giving it 4s. That's your opinion. My opinion matters the most, though. So I gave it 5 out of 10 stars. And that's all I got to say about that. So we'll see what happens on the Raw side at SummerSlam. We got NXT on Wednesday night. We'll see what happens with Keith Lee, what his condition is. After getting a fireball in the face from Scarlett and Killer Cross, what's going to happen with that? We got Pat McAfee and Adam Cole, baby, going face to face. We'll see how that goes. We got 2 qualifiers for the North American title. I believe it's who was it? It's Johnny Gargano against somebody. I forget who it was. And then we have Ridge Holland, I think, against I forget. I know Ridge Holland's in action, one of them. They're gonna have 2 qualifiers. And then I think we're gonna have the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark, taking on Finn Balor 1-on-1. So it should be a pretty good NXT this week. We'll see what happens with the ratings. Then you got Friday Night SmackDown. We'll see what happens with that. Then the weekend, NXT TakeOver 30, which I think is going to be the show of the weekend, as it always is. And then SummerSlam on Sunday. Not looking forward to it. Probably going to be another bore fest, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you liked it. If not, well, too damn bad for you. Hit that subscribe button below on this channel and all my other channels down below in the description box. As always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Hit that Twitter link down below. Follow me on Twitter. And share the video all over the internet. On Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitch, Daily Motion, wherever you share the videos. Tell your friends, tell their friends to get on the channel. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, everybody, I'm going to go watch some videos, and I'm going to go to sleep. Going to do a lot of things tomorrow. Going to call my fucking bank, give them a piece of my mind. Fix what they stole from me. Hopefully I can get my money back. If not, well, at least I get my paycheck. I already put it in, so I get money back. I get some money back. Not much, but some money back on probably Thursday or maybe early Friday. So I have at least some money for the weekend. But I got bills coming up at the end of the month and the early next month. And gonna be tough. That's all I can say. It's like I said, my life is a struggle. Like I said on my 11-year anniversary video, my life is a struggle. I'm struggling every freaking day. I mean, work tonight was a struggle. We had some bitch try to steal electronics and some ice cream and shit. Then a big fight with the security guard and one of my supervisors. I got to get involved. Fucking insane. My job is insane. It is what it is. That's what happens when you work in retail. Every day is a fucking adventure. So it sucks to work in retail. Probably one of the hardest jobs in America. I picked the hardest one because it fucking gives me a lot of fucking anxiety and just my nerves I just get nervous and my anxiety's through the roof, even with medication. I got so many problems going on in my life, and I guess gotta take the punches and keep going with my life, and that's really all I gotta say about that. So, pray for me, pray for Rosa, pray for my family, blah blah blah. And that's all I gotta say about that. It's a struggle. I'll get through it as I always do, because nobody, not man, no woman, no creature will bring Peter Gilmore down. Nothing. I will survive. I'm not gonna be like John Cena and rise above the hate. I'm gonna survive. I'll survive somehow. I survived for 43 fucking years. I think I got another 43 years, 40 to 50 years left in me. I will survive everything that comes to me. I think God's testing me. Really, I think he's punishing me, but it is what it is. You fucker! Now I'm gonna get really fucked up because I said that. I cursed at God. Now I'm going to hell. Hi, Satan. How's it going? Where's Ozzy? I digress. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the video. Hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Friend me on Facebook. Share the video over the internet, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And that's it. So go to bed, everybody. Or if you're in the West Coast, start going to bed. If you're on the East Coast, go to bed. I hope you're asleep already. I probably put you asleep with this an hour and a half video. But it is what it is. So that's it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday night after NXT goes off the air with my NXT review on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. So stay tuned for that. And Thursday, I'm going to give you I'm going to give you my NXT TakeOver predictions on episode 174 of the Gilmore Chronicles. Friday night, I'm going to give you my SmackDown review after I get home from work and watch SmackDown. I'll give you my SmackDown review. Saturday, I don't know about Saturday. It's going to be tough because I work till 9:30. I'm not going to be home till like 11:30. I got to rewatch AEW. I'll probably rewatch NXT TakeOver on Sunday morning. So I'll do my NXT TakeOver review on Sunday. I gotta do episode 175 of the Gilmore Chronicles for my SummerSlam predictions, but I don't know when I'm doing Sunday. I might go out shopping. So the SummerSlam predictions may or may not come. Then I gotta do a SummerSlam review that may or may not come Sunday night. Might come Monday if I don't have work on Monday, but I gotta see. So the videos are gonna be really sporadic and fucked up. The whole schedule is fucked up. So I apologize for that. I can't do anything about it. So if you see an AEW review on late Saturday night, you probably get that. That's the only thing you probably get Saturday night. It's the AEW review. Because I'll be home late. I gotta be with the missus who comes back Saturday. So I gotta be with her. Do what I gotta do. Be with her for a while, and then maybe I can get the AEW review up while she's probably watching TV. She'll be probably sleeping the rest of the day because she's so jet lagged. Come home on Saturday afternoon. And then I don't, like I said, I don't get home. I'm not getting home till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Because I work till 9:30. Gotta eat. I'm gonna have dinner at my parents, and I'm gonna after I eat dinner, I'm going home. So going back on the I'm gonna take a cab ride home because I live close to my parents with my job. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. So like I said, Saturday you might get the AEW review late. Sunday you probably get 2 or 3 videos. If I get 3 videos up, I would be happy, but I'll be exhausted because I want to spend time with my girlfriend while she's back home now. So I would probably, when I get up, I'll have breakfast on Sunday, and then we'll see. My girlfriend might be doing something. I'll probably do the review maybe I would say maybe 12, depending what time I get up. I'll do the NXT Takeover review. Then if I go out, I'm gonna try to get back by maybe 5, 6 o'clock. I'll do the SummerSlam review on my phone because I'm not gonna do it here. So I save some space on my Peter Gilmore YouTube channel because I don't have a lot of hours left on StreamYard like this channel does. Get the SummerSlam predictions up before SummerSlam goes on the air. Then I'll watch SummerSlam, and then if I have energy left, if I have the time, I'll do the SummerSlam review. You'll talk about it on the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel, and then that'll be it. And then we'll see what happens next week with Raw, NXT, AEW on Thursday night, and then SmackDown on Friday night. So we're gonna get a lot of videos coming the next couple of weeks because I got to do my Payback predictions, Payback review. Then the week after that, I got to do predictions for All Out, review for All Out. It's gonna be lots of videos, so get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm probably gonna be a fucking machine over the next 2 weeks. So get ready for that. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, I talked enough. Go to bed, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. 5 out of 10 stars for Raw. Fucking sucked. But we'll see what happens on Wednesday night with NXT and Friday night on SmackDown. And then over the weekend with TakeOver and SummerSlam. So it should be a pretty decent week of wrestling action. And I'll be here hopefully every step of the way. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace, bitches.